Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My very dear students of Computer Science Class 9th. Today we are going to talk about the algorithms, and which is from third topic of first chapter. After now we have learned about the problem solving steps and flowcharts. Today we are going to learn about the algorithms. The definition says an algorithm is a set of steps to solve a problem. It is written in a natural language so that it is easily understandable by humans. We have seen that flowcharts are the graphical representation of problem-solving steps. Alright, whenever we encounter a problem, we try to solve that problem, and to solve that problem, we try to write those steps in a natural language. If we write those steps in a natural language, it will be called an algorithm. But if we try to draw those steps in the shape of flowchart, it will be called a flowchart. Alright, so the steps to solve a problem written in a natural language is called an algorithm. Now let us take an example. The problem statement says write an algorithm to prepare a cup of tea. Alright, so we have encountered a very big problem of the preparation of a cup of tea. Now to solve this problem, we will imagine a solution and we will write that solution into steps written in an easy to understandable language by human, that is English, and those steps would be called an algorithm. So let's see. To solve this problem, we will follow the following steps. Step number 1 is start. A typical way to start an algorithm or a flowchart, as we have seen, we always start our flowchart with the terminal symbol and a keyword start written in it. So in this same way, we will start our algorithm with the keyword start. The second step is, now I want you all to imagine yourself preparing that tea and follow this algorithm. Alright, so the second step is take a kettle. The third step is pour water into it, then put the kettle on fire, add sugar and milk, wait till it boils, remove the kettle from the fire, and end. Alright, if you follow this algorithm, you should be able to get a nice cup of tea. This example is taken from your book, and I have seen there is a little mistake in this algorithm. There is no addition of tea or a tea bag in the kettle or wherever. So if you follow this algorithm, you will not be able to get a tea. I don't know what you will get, but in the step 5, if you modify it by saying add tea, sugar and milk, then you will be inshallah able to get tea from this algorithm. So you have seen that these are little steps written in a sequence and easy to understand language, and it will help us to solve our problem. In the same way, even if we get bigger problems and we try to write the steps of that problem in easy to understandable language, it will be called an algorithm, and it has a very important role in problem solving in computers. So we can also solve certain problems with the help of computer. For this purpose, we first formulate an algorithm for the problem, then translate that algorithm into a set of instructions called a program for the computer. Usually an algorithm takes an input and then after processing produces some output as shown in the figure. Alright, so whenever we encounter a problem and we want that problem to be solved by computers, first we write an algorithm, and that algorithm would be translated into a programming language, and from that programming language the computer will understand what it has to do and how it is going to solve our problem. So first we write an algorithm and then the programmer translates that algorithm into computer understandable language, which is called a program, and then computer does all the problem solving for us. Alright, so the figure, you have seen this figure before in the topic of flowcharts too. It says the figure says that a flowchart takes some input, processes it, and produces some output. Same is the case with algorithms. An algorithm takes some input, processes it, does some work on it, and produces some output. Alright, now let us see the origin of the word algorithm. The word algorithm seems to be a very English-like word, but it came from the name of the Arabic writer Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi. He was an author and a mathematician maybe in 6th or 7th century, and he lived in Baghdad, and he write very important books about the mathematics. And from his name, Al-Khawarizm, the word algorithm came. Now let us see the role of algorithm in problem solving. An algorithm has a vital role in problem solving as it provides a step-by-step guide to a problem solver. It is a complete description of the solution. Usually a computer programmer first writes an algorithm, then translate it into the code of some programming language. Sometimes the designer of the program first makes a flowchart to solve a problem and then encodes the flowchart into an algorithm. And the figure shows the role of algorithm in the problem solving. I've explained this earlier that whenever we encounter a problem, we write steps to solve that problem, and from those steps a computer programmer writes some code for the computer, and then computer solve that problem for it. So it's the same thing that in the second line it say it is a complete description of the solution. Usually a computer programmer first writes an algorithm and then translate it into a code of some programming language. Alright, this is one way for a computer programmer, that he first writes an algorithm and then translate it into a programming language. He can do it with another way, that is, first he draws a flowchart for the problem, then he encodes the flowcharts into an algorithm, and from that algorithm he writes a program. Alright, so let us see the figure. With the figure says the first step is we have encountered a problem, then that problem is translated into a flowchart, then flowcharts is encoded into an algorithm, and from that algorithm programmer writes a computer program. So an algorithm plays an important role in problem solving. And that's all for today. Inshallah, you have learned about the algorithm, and I hope that you have understood the definition of algorithm and its role in problem solving. So that's all for today. Allah Hafiz.